beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I am Mia Larice, and here I teach you how to use astrology intentionally. Sun in the second house. If you have the sun in the second house, then your ego and your confidence lies in your materialistic things in a way, or things like more physical possessions, your physical possessions, and those things that you work hard and invest in. That's where you can feel the most confident, and that's where your ego would lie. So this would deal with money. This could deal with, like different possessions that you have. Like an example of this could be someone who maybe collects very extravagant or expensive paintings, or maybe you're someone who's really into luxury and designer clothing, and so you feel very prideful about the things that you own and you possess. The second house deals with your self-worth. It also can deal with the products that you sell. So you might be an entrepreneur maybe, and you are someone who sells really important products or sells quality products, and everyone who knows you as that girl to go to get the best whatever, to get quality whatever, and that is something that you base your ego and your confidence on. The sun being in the second house is a good placement, but it is a favorable placement because you shine light onto the physical world and the material plane. People, when they're around you, they'll learn more about how to capitalize on who they are and their self-worth, because you know exactly what your worth is. You know what is possible for you and what isn't, and you understand quality very, very well. This placement is one of the better places, at least in my opinion, for the sun to be, as long as you don't get too carried away. So when we go into the egotistical part of this, or, where the ego is kind of taking over a little bit too much, in the second house, then you would place a lot of your worth on what you have. And that obviously could be detrimental in the long run. You want to place more of your worth and your ego on who you are and how you got what you have, so what is it that you did in order to contribute to being able to provide and experience the luxury and the quality that you do. You want to make it more, bring it back to who you are versus all these things that you adorn yourself with, or these things that you surround yourself with, or these things that have quality around you. You want to bring that more so back home and back to who you are as a person, and how you made those things of quality, how you started to produce products that are known for their quality content, that type of thing. Bring it with everything. You just want to bring it back to you and not necessarily sink too much into, or dive too, attach too much to your materialistic things. That would be my encouragement for someone with sun in the second house. And of course, going through the signs, you will understand a little bit more about what those things are. Let's say that you have an Aries sun in the second house. That might make you someone who takes pride in, egos based on, your products could be associated with Aries. So you might be a hairdresser, or maybe you're someone who makes hats, and you're known for quality hats, or you're known for doing quality hair, and that in itself is what you base your ego on. Or you might just base your ego on the amount of energy that you have, and how courageous and determined you are to keep going when it comes to your business and your product, or when it comes to just money and having material things in general. If you have, let's say you have a sun in Virgo in the second house, you might have products that deal with service, or your work, your business might be more of a service model, and so you pride yourself on the quality that you provide within your service. And this could be maybe, you're a veterinarian, or it could be you're a nurse, those types of things. You might become a little bit like you might become attached to the kind of service that you give to other people and being known for that and being appreciated for that. And that can be what you base your ego on. If you have, say, Sagittarius in the second house, Sagittarius sun in the second house, that is going to, well, I know for one, when you think of Sagittarius, Sagittarius deals with weapons. So maybe you have a cool collection, like maybe you have a sword collection, or you have like a gun collection, and you pride yourself on just having dope ass weapons for some reason. Or maybe you pride yourself based on the higher understanding that you have and how you're able to get people to also not buy into that, but also believe those things, and you're able to sell products. Maybe you're some type of teacher in regards to like philosophy or those higher learning things, and you pride yourself on being a quality teacher. You pride yourself on being a quality professor, those types of things. For Sagittarius, let's say that you have Sun in Scorpio in the second house, will pride themselves on how deep they can go into things. Like Scorpio is scientific in a way, and Scorpio likes to dig into things that are unseen. So maybe the way that you get your audience to relate to whatever products that you're selling, or even if it's just like your materialistic ways, or the materials that you have, the assets that you have, like the reason why it's quality is because you know how to look deeper. You know how to find those vendors, or those luxury items that may not be in the forefront. Everybody else may not be going for them, but you know what quality is, and you have a deeper understanding of quality. And because of that, you kind of have pride more so in how you get those things. You have pride in that story behind how you got the materialistic things that you have already. So that is Sun in the second. Now we're going to move on to Sun in the third.